Imagine this. World War II has ended. Nations are rebuilding, cities are healing, and the world is moving forward. But in the dense jungles of the Philippines, one man remains hidden, still fighting a war that ended decades ago. His name was Hiroo Onoda, born March 19, 1922. Onoda was a young intelligence officer in the Imperial Japanese Army. In 1944, he was sent to the remote island of Lubang in the Philippines. His orders were strict and absolute. Hold your position, never surrender, and never leave your post until your commander relieves you in person. When Japan surrendered in 1945, leaflets were dropped into the jungle urging stragglers to come out. But Onoda believed these were enemy tricks. To him, the war still raged. And so he stayed hidden, maintaining his weapons, his uniform, and his mission, while the world outside changed completely. For nearly 3 decades, Onoda lived off the land, rationing food and waging a lonely guerrilla war. He dismissed newspapers, radio broadcasts, and pleas from search parties as enemy propaganda. To him, duty was eternal, and honor demanded unyielding resistance. By the early 1970s, word of the man who would not surrender spread worldwide. Finally, in 1974, Onoda's former commander, the now equally aged Major Yoshimi Taniguchi, traveled to Lubang. In a deeply moving moment, he personally delivered the long-awaited order. "Lieutenant Onoda, the war is over. You are relieved of duty." Only then, after 29 years in the jungle, did Onoda emerge, still in uniform, still carrying his rifle in working order, and still faithful to his last command. Onoda returned to Japan a national symbol, admired for his loyalty, though his story also raised questions about obedience, duty, and the human cost of war. Far from being broken, he lived a long life, passing away in 2014 at the age of 91. An interesting tidbit: his birthday, March 19th, is known in horoscopes as the Day of Dogged Persistence. Hiroo Onoda's tale is more than military history. It is a testament to human conviction, the dangers of blind duty, but more importantly, the endurance of the human spirit. In the end, although he was not defeated on the battlefield, he was only finally freed by the words of his commander. And that is how one man fought a war for nearly 30 years after it had already ended.